to Footprint Tarot and a not quite Friday the 13th special. It is the 13th, but it's not quite Friday. So it's Saturday the 13th. So anyway, while we're waiting, I will be doing a few stories, some around the traps, but I also thought I'd look at some spooky stories, in some spooky places. So, and one thing I thought I'd do is, I don't do it often, but I haven't unboxed this yet, is I'd do a bit of an unboxing while I'm waiting for people. Hi, I'm Steve. And yeah, so I got this new deck in. So I have a spooky place to look in a place called Q, which is, how do I describe it? Maybe just bring up a new Google Maps and Q in Western Australia. Q. Which is, oh my goodness, where is it? It is, well, it is northeast, well northeast of Perth, about, maybe 600 to 700 kilometres northeast of Perth. It's an old mining town. And there's this place there called the Albany Family Christian Church. And honestly, it is the most surprising building. I'm just going to double check on the map. Because there's not much there. Make sure I've got the right building. It's an old, let's have a look. I think this might be it. Not quite sure. I mean, there's only one road through Kew. It's very much there's some old houses and stuff, but it's very much an old one road town. I just want to make sure I got the right building, because it is a very, very surprising building. The Google Maps only goes through one part. You see, I didn't want to read too much on it. And what's around Q? Let's have a look at some of the pictures. old hotel. It's a very old town. It is quite old. It's got lots of old buildings in it. Really old town. Queen of the Merchants and Guest House. There's that. But anyway, I found this place. Hi, Sweet Pea, Patricia. Hi, Eleanor. Shelby. Sean Miller, Linda B. Craft. Hi. So this is the place. Apparently it's in Kew. Wow. Just looks so freaky. But before we go there, a couple of housekeeping things. Well, I'll wait till a few more people are on. We'll be doing the live tomorrow, the members only live. I don't normally unbox new sets of cards. It's just that I've had this on my bookshelf for a while, and it's a new little deck I got. It's the Squid Cake Tarot. It's a Marseille deck, and it's by Jess Roller. And look at this. Aren't they cute? So, Tarot de Marseille. Yeah, he did do a deck. So a very cute looking deck. I don't know that I'll use it today. Hi, Sherry French. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Linda B. Please, everyone, please send healing thoughts and prayers and energy to Linda Craft's husband. He's been there standing by her side for many, many years, helping her and being there for her and her granddaughter. And yeah, I do want to talk about the scarf, and I will bring that up in a little bit. Yeah. So we are wishing the best for you, Linda. Okay. Wishing the best for your husband. It's not a good state. Yeah. And it's not, no cancer is nice. No cancer is nice. But, this one can rob you of you. Yeah. I've known someone with colon cancer, very dear family member, and yeah, we can only hope and wish for the best. And yeah. Hi, Mickey. Now, someone who pops in occasionally, but it's generally a lurker. Dishes and Stitches. I received this in the mail the other day, this lovely silk scarf that she sent to me. And it is by an artist called Flutterby, which I think is a spoonerism of butterfly. Silk scarves created by Terry Tyree in Fort Myers, Florida. She has a shop on Etsy, and she's been there since 2018. And it is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much. It's made out of 100% Habitai silk. And it's a beautiful, beautiful scarf. I absolutely adore it. It was such a wonderful surprise. And so, Dishes and Stitches, thank you so much, my darling. I absolutely love and adore it. And yeah, if you do want to send me anything, you can go. I should have put all that information in my information part of my channel. Yes. Yeah. So if you go to my channel and you click on the About, it'll tell you a little bit about me, and it will have a parcel locker address that you can send things to me. Okay. One thing, but they don't take envelopes, card envelopes and letters like that. You have to put things in a packaging, okay? Even just a small soft packaging, as long as it's a package, one of those padded envelopes or something, but they don't take like things in cards in envelopes and all that. So, yeah. Hi, Judy B. So, I'm just having a look at the Squid Cake Marseille deck by Jess Roller, which I got. I love the colors. You know me, I'm a very visual person. It's very reminiscent to me with the colors of the Kawaii deck, which I love and adore. Of course, I love and adore all my decks. So, yeah. And what I do when I get a new deck is I bring it out and I sort through it, and I usually put things 4 piles, and I'll start from the top and then I'll go to the bottom. Then I'll split the deck in half. And then I'll go from the bottom of the top half across, back up to the top to the major arcana, which are usually there first, Then I'll go back to the middle. Then I might split things a bit. So we've got some swords here, and I mix the cards up, and that way I touch every card individually before using them. I like to do this so that I'm imprinted, my energy is imprinted on the cards by doing this, and yeah. So I touch every card individually. I each get, even if it's just a fraction of a second. So this is a Marseille deck. So they're sort of like pip decks, but a little bit different. They have the things joined up. This is swords. Okay. So this is a cups card. The form of a pip deck, but a little bit different. These are the battens, the wands. And they're done in a very specific way, the joining and things like that. So, yeah, like pip decks, you don't have to have them all in a specific order, but in Marseille decks they are. And yeah, very, very specific. I can see how the swords are crossing. They usually always have a death card like this. And yeah, it is so cute. Like you see the Three of Swords here, with the sword in the middle and the two swords, and here's the Two of Swords joined up in the curve. So yeah, hi Teresa Balthasar. So if you're looking for a difference between a Marseille deck and a Pip deck, the easiest one to look at the sword cards, and once it gets to Four of Swords and stuff, you'll see this sort of imagery with the swords and with the batons where they're very crossed over, and yeah. Yeah. Hi, Sweet Pea, Teresa Balthasar. So I think they're a very cute little deck. And that's what I do when I get a new deck. Take it out and I touch every card. I sort, and I do that by sorting them into 4 different piles. And I go through so I get, don't get all the same cards on all the same pile and things like that. And I look at every card as well. And that way I give them my energy, which I hope is a good energy. Hi, J Cat Lady. Now, I thought I'd do a couple of spooky things in amongst the other things today. So I have found a place to look at. I'm still not 100% sure I found it, but so let's have a look here. The town of Kew is very, very, the whole town is spooky. And the Albany found 620 kilometres from Perth. Oh, okay. It is said to be haunted, okay, and several people have died in mysterious circumstances or unusually eerie. Okay. So, yeah. So this is it. Hang on. I'll go back to StreamYard. So this is the building. Hi, Viviane. Oh, cool. The Aura Girls. Okay. I think we'll have to do another session together, Mickey. I think people had fun when we did a thing, so maybe next weekend. Anyway, this is the Albany Family Christian Church in a little town called Kew, which is just over 600 miles northeast, northeast, that, yeah, and it's basically in the middle of the desert. Now, the whole town is spooky. I have to say, the whole town is spooky. So, but this is it. That steeple reminds me, it's a bell tower, of course. Reminds me of the Addams Family house. Okay. And so it's said to be haunted, and a number of mysterious deaths shifts have taken place there. So what I'm going to do is put this aside, put the Marseille deck aside. Let's have a look and see what the Gypsy Witch Tarot has to say. The Gypsy Witch cards. They're sort of like the Norman type cards, but a little bit different. And the thing is too is that they're married up with your normal playing cards. So yeah, there are 52 playing cards, of course. Yeah. So if you don't know about them, they are Lenormand. Okay. And like quite a few Lenormand cards. But there's more of them. I think there's the whole 52 deck, but I'm not sure there. You know what? I've never counted them. So 50, 51. Yeah. $52. So there are 52 cards instead of a normal 36 card deck. So let's have a look. Okay. I put some, one of my favorite shirts. I've got a bit of bleach on it. Look, I've got a bit of bleach on it. Where are we? I can't show too much. But there we go. Got a bit of bleach on it. So it's just around the house shirt anyway. But yeah, I'm bleaching the kitchen floors. Hubby said, I'll clean up the kitchen floors and the hallway floors if you fold the clothes. I don't want to fold the clothes. So let's have a look. Oh, yeah, she's really, really ill, isn't she? I saw a picture. Yeah. Yes, so everybody to pray. Let's send out prayers and healing energy to Lady G. She's one of the first people I watched, one of the first half dozen that I would watch when I was learning tarot, and learned so much from her as well. And thank you. And yeah. And yeah, I know she's not well. And she's an inspiration. She is a veteran, military veteran. She's battled illness of types for a long time, and she's an inspiration. And she's the music she plays on the flute that she has, the flutes, beautiful music. And yeah, please everyone send love, healing, and positive energy to Lady G, and prayers. Okay, let's have a look at this place, the Albany Family Christian Church in Kew. It was very, very successful. Yeah, here it is again, the symbol of wealth and riches and people coming, traveling. There was a lot of fidelity and love with the dog nearby. But of course, they're saying that there's some darkness around the church. Universal Spirit, God's task. What can you tell me about the church? I got a picture of someone hanging. Not from the bell tower, but I think possibly inside. But yeah, definitely someone hanging. As with many often prosperous institutions, there was darkness. So there was definitely moments of unhappiness there. Sudden shock, bad news. And I thought when I got a flash of someone hanging, it was a woman. How old is the building? I don't want to go into it too much, but I can tell you when Q was settled. It definitely looks like early 1900s. Q, Western Australia. So you can see from the pictures there, hang on, I'll bring this closer to you. It is basically this little spot in the middle of nowhere on the highway heading north. There is an airport near there. Lots of pictures. There's some flat tops near there. And honestly, if you ever, like this is some of the buildings in the main street, if you ever have the chance to go and climb on top of a flat top hill, do it, because it is an amazing experience just to view the surrounding area. Very flat land around there. Iron. I think it was a mining town. You can see. So very old, very picturesque. But you can see the salt flats surrounding it. You see the footprints. Hi, Bora Bora. Hang on. I'll have to bring this up very close because if I enlarge the map, the site of where Q is in Western Australia disappears. So you see where that writing is? That's where Q is. On the coastal side of the writing, there's a dot. That's where Q is. It was established in 1893. Yes, here it is. Okay. And oh, surprise, surprise, I have found it. This building was not just the Albany Family Christian Church, it was also the former Masonic Lodge. So it is in Kew. Now, so I'm not surprised there's a lot of secrecy around there. The stalk. Ooh, babies. Or it could be a change of residence. But I'm feeling like babies with the stalk. Out of wedlock. Not surprising. Number 10. The little piggy. Whether near or far is an omen of phenomenal luck and great abundance, high honours and ambition attained. Well, considering this was also used to be the Masonic Lodge, I'm not surprised to see the piggy associated with it. So let's find out some more about this building, okay? And please, if one of you have some place you want me to go and look at, tell me. I'll be happy to look at it today. Hi, Bora Bora. Doesn't really matter how she did, but yeah, she's been through a lot. What are the decks again? Well, this one was the Gypsy Witch Fortune Telling cards, which is also, it's a 52 playing deck card, but with, of course, the Lenormand attached to it. Okay, and I'm using the Magic Gate Tarot here to investigate this building more. So, mysterious deaths. Five of Pentacles, out in the cold. It is a little bit separate from the rest of the buildings. Hang on a minute. I mean, it's very, very picturesque. Very picturesque. Very historic. The town. I'm trying to see where it is because it doesn't have many buildings immediately around it. So I don't know, but this is interesting. This is the Five of Pentacles. And it said there were several suspicious death. I think at least one was a woman, and that I think is the woman I saw hanging. What else can you tell me? If I were to go there, I've got shivers down my back just thinking about going there, and a real sharp pain right behind there. I don't know what that is. Like a blow. Page of Wands. This is somebody's two-faced. You see this person, they've got this Page of Wands, the orator, they've got a mask on. So under the mask, there was someone else. I really feel like they got a blow to the back of the head, on the back here somewhere, something to do. But I think that they were telling secrets. Three of Pentacles, definitely. There was a group of people who felt that they had more right to things than others. The civic leaders, you know about the civic leaders and who they are. Oh, the World. This is like definitely some major figures here. There was a very big shift. But I did ask what I would feel if I went into the building. Definitely conspiracy whispers. And I don't know how old the building is, but I'd say it's early 19th century, maybe 1920s at the most. But the town was founded in 1893. Definitely like a feel of a shift, like you're shifting from one place to another, from one time to another. Very much. It's an odd feeling. The Ten of Wands. Got struggle. So I just split the deck for some reason. And I got the struggle here, success after struggle. But then I got struggling to breathe. So some people might feel a bit smothered in there. Hi, Clarence Fields. So some people might find the atmosphere a little bit smothering. So it's very interesting. Definitely one very suspicious death. I think two, actually. One is that woman, and I think she felt very isolated with that Five of Pentacles. Very alone. I do feel there might have been also been a child out of wedlock, but whether it belonged to her or not, I don't know. And there's definitely somebody who was going to talk to reveal something, and I think they were taken out. This page, the orator, but mask. So underneath the mask, there was someone else. Really, really interesting. So that's my look at a spooky place for today. If somebody has a spooky place they want me to look at, please let me know. But don't tell me too much. Okay? Just where it is. And then after I look at it, you can tell me what I got right. Okay? But definitely. I mean, I think Q's a very pretty town. But probably not just this building. I think the whole town's probably haunted to the gazoo. So it'd be interesting to look at some other places. So we might do a whole special on the town of Q at some stage, hey? Now, before we go on with more spooky stuff, let's have a look at A man in Texas is running for president. Okay, he's running for president. And he has legally changed his name to literally anyone else. The Old Mahogany Inn in the hills east of Perth. Okay, I can look at that. I'll have to have a look, see if I haven't looked at it before, because I might have. Okay. Does people still live in Kew? Yes, they do. It's got a population of, how much has it got a population? During the war, by around 1900, it had 10,000 people living there. It was gold mining. Many of the mines didn't reopen after World War One. The population of Kew dropped to lower than 500. The current population is around 120 people. Okay, the people do fly in, fly out. Oh, let's see if they've got some pictures inside this place. No, just on the outside. Oh, there's the open cut mine too. They're eerie places, aren't they? Oh, I got yelling. Yelling, like some accidents may have happened there and people may have lost their lives. Anyway, the Old Mahogany Inn, right. But anyway, before I go look at that, I'm going to have a drink of just some cola here. Just keeping it to vet my vessel. Excuse me. My throat was a bit dry. Before I go on, once again, Dishes and Stitches, if you're there, my darling, thank you so much for the lovely scarf. I absolutely adore it. It's by a lady called Terry Tyree. She's in Fort Myers, Florida, and the name of her silk studio is Flutterby. So, which I love, being a spoonerism of butterfly. Yeah. The man in Texas who has legally changed his name to literally anybody else. I want to have a look at him and see if he's going to get any votes. And is he going to get any votes in the presidential election? I think he might get a few in Texas. Yeah, let's have a look. I'm going to use the cute little Squid Tarot Marseille deck. Four of Swords. This is retiring. I think he's going to retire from the race because it's very expensive. And he has to meet certain marks, and I don't think he's going to be up to make it. So I think he's going to be retiring from the race. But geez, it's good. But he certainly is he's a tell it like it is sort of person. Okay. So yeah. I just thought that was so funny. Okay. Oh, the UK, there's an election in the UK later this year. Okay. The Conservative Party the expectation is that they will lose possibly up to 100 seats. That doesn't mean Labor will win. They might have to form a coalition with somebody. But will Labor win? So the election, the Conservative Party, equivalent to the Republicans, Labor, Democrats, and there's the Liberal Democrats, which is middle of the road. But yeah. Hi, Robin Blank. So will Labor win the UK elections later this year? The Ace of Battens, that's a big yes, and lots of building energy. Now, their current leader is a man called Sir Keir Starmer. He's quite nice looking. He's not bad. But he's a little bit of a personality brick. You know what I mean? And he gets, but will he be the British Prime Minister after the election? 10 of coins, bringing a close to, this is interesting. This is the end of a cycle. And with the coins, I'm going to say conservatism, economic conservatism, bringing a close to economic conservatism. And the 8 of Battens, it's going to become apparent very, very quickly who the win. Now you've got to remember in Australia, in the Westminster system, which the UK has, Australia has, Canada has, we vote for a party, or we vote for our party representative. A lot of people think that they vote for the Prime Minister. Yes, they do, because they like that person as the Prime Minister, but don't make the mistake of being that, you vote for a party, and the party has every right to swap leaders, which, as we've seen with the UK, they had a little bit of a bit like Australia was a few years ago. What was it? That game, musical chairs with PMs. Anyway, but things will become apparent very, very quickly. And this, I asked if he'd be PM, and this can also mean travel. Communication. It's going to be communicated very quickly. So, yeah, I think he will. Okay. Now, I'll use my phone. The next bit. I miss not having two screens, because then I could share the screen with you and go through pictures that I was looking at places. The old Mahogany Inn, hey? It would be east of Perth, not west. Inn and Distillery, Great Eastern Highway, Mahogany Creek, oh yeah, it's out towards Mount Helena and John Forrest National Park. So you can see the Perth Airport here, the grey thing in the middle there to where the blue marker is, and you can see the red marker where this inn is. So let's have a look. Well, it's certainly a very boutique place now. Getting a bit short of breath. So here's a picture of it externally. Okay. I don't like that. Hang on a minute. I don't like that dormer window. Really don't like it. Get the feeling you might hear footsteps. So let's have a look. Who would be around? The old mahogany inn. We've got the Muse Tarot out here. Yeah. Yeah, I gathered that when I said I didn't like the dormer window. Yeah. Not a nice presence. Not a nice presence. Who's in the attic room where that dormer window is? I wouldn't stay up there. Nine of inspiration. Possibly a former owner, because the inspiration. Nine of swords. Possibly inspiration is swords. So very much a gloomy person. Someone who very pessimistic, and basically who took joy in bad things happening to people. Two of materials. Juggling. Very manipulative. What I mean by manipulative, I don't know. You might know, Mickey. Things get moved. And yeah. I don't know. It looked very charming. I just wouldn't want to say it. So I think things get moved about. I also felt like a bit breathless looking at one of the pictures. Is there more than one entity, spirit there? Got the Emperor. I'd say this is probably the original owner as well, is there. Now, whether it used to be an inn, whether it was established as an inn or used to be a homestead, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. Nikki just confirmed everything I said when I said possibly the former owner. It said that the former publican owner still walks there. He's been seen. So I said something about footsteps, didn't I? And that things get moved. Well, there we go. Thanks I had no idea that place existed. So, yeah. Thanks, Nikki. Now, let's have a look at another story. Now, Japan. Okay, first, will the Australian government change its stance on Palestinian statehood? This is a tricky one. Not completely, but they're more open to listening to arguments about it now. So they're opening the door to listen more. So it hasn't changed its stance completely yet. but there is a change coming that is possibly good for the Palestinian people, in that they're more that's an oxalatl. That's a fish. So I wonder what an oxalatl is doing. Anyway, there's definitely a change happening. They're more they're opening the door to talks, I think. Not saying yes, but they're definitely opening the door. Listening on the bottom with the Empress. Okay. Now, the AUKUS partnership, which is Australia, UK, and the US. They're the three partner countries, but they also have apparently what something is called Pillar 2 partners, and these countries aren't full members, but they can benefit from and contribute towards technological knowledge and advances. Okay, Japan has just been confirmed as a Pillar 2 partner to AUKUS. China's not very happy about it, by the way. And Canada is considering becoming a Pillar 2 partner. So will Canada become a Pillar 2 partner to AUKUS? It would be very, very advantageous for them. Page of Swords. Not quite sure. They want more information, but they feel the advantages, like and the Knight of Batons, the Knight of Wands. Okay. I do feel that they're going to want a little bit more intelligence. This is the card of the spy, the Page of Swords. So they're going to want a little bit more intelligence available. So that's part of the deal they're looking at. They are getting there. This is the Knight of Batons, the Knight of Wands. Not quite ready to leap yet. Now, of course, we can't really do much with time in tarot, but the Two of Batons, the Two of Wands, yes, the strategy is there. They're close to making a decision. What will that decision be? Eight of Cups. Wow. Now, this can go either two ways. It can either mean they decide to walk away, which there's a chance of that, and not join, or they decide to join because of dissatisfaction with the Pacific area and stuff at the moment. Yes or no, will Canada join as a Pillar 2 partner? Five of Coins. Oh, that says no. That says no. So they're considering it, but it looks like they might walk away from it. We'll have to wait and see. I could be wrong on that, but Now, China is not very happy with Japan joining AUKUS. We could just say Pacific and call it PAUKUS. Yeah. No, because Japan is definitely going to be put in an advantageous position here if they join. So, yeah, China definitely doesn't like it. It's a change they do not like. and if they could, they would stop it. They're stepping up, trying to find more details. Page of Cups, they're not reacting to the news well. The Page of Cups here. Oh, bless him, he looks like a zombie. Coffee! Coffee! Oh, bless him. Yeah. They're definitely not happy. They're not reacting well. Throwing a bit of a tanty. Yeah, they want it stopped, but it's not going to be stopped. I think Canada want full partnership. So Pillar 2's not quite enough for them. I think they would like, then it would change it to caucus. We'll see. Will Canada join as a full partner? Two buttons. That could happen in the future. But at the moment, okay. Who else has got someplace that I can look at? Or a question. Now, is Trump going to be able to delay his trial in New York? Let's have a look. Hush money case heads to trial. He's facing a stacked deck, apparently. The jurors who will be sitting in judgment will not be to his liking. Jury selection is expected to begin on April 15. He's tried and failed to get it stored, so his last attempt, maybe there was something there, but I'm not going to say anything on O.J. Simpson. He's gone. Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say. Let's hope he will be made to face what he's done, which he admitted to, basically, in an interview a few years after he got acquitted. He remembered he had the knife in his hand, but couldn't remember anything after that. Well, then. Okay, who's got a question for me? Anybody got another place they'd like me to look at that is Spooky. Yeah. Will he turn up? I was watching Linda G and Sterling and then Mel and Lena and who are they on with? Yeah, and I think will he show up? Well, there he is. He's going to show up. If he doesn't show up, what will happen? 3 of Battens, he will face consequences if he doesn't show up. So, what else? Okay, thanks for joining us, Nikki. And we'll definitely make a plan to get together. So, the universe is twice as old as we thought. Well, we're all older than we think. But then we like to think. Okay. US officials on high alert after Iran attacks predicted as virtually inevitable. Will Iran attack US installations or other places? Okay, we're in for a bumpy ride with Iran, but it's not going to be a long one. Bye, J-Cat Lady. I think he's going to end up being held in contempt. So an 8 of Cups. Yeah. So it's going to be a bit of a rough ride, but not a very long one. They will abandon efforts for some reason. But that doesn't mean they won't attack. Will they attack? 6 of Coins. It can go either way. It's just one tip of the scale. It is very much knife edge stuff. Yeah. And the 8 of Swords. Yeah, they're going to paint themselves into a corner. So it's not going to work out well for them. Even if they don't attack, it's still not going to work out well for them. Well, yeah. Have a look at the story. Not just not just against Israel, but against other forces as well. They've got long-range ballistic missiles. Yeah, so it's going to be a tricky couple of months here with Israel. They're going to need to be very, very careful to really get the best advice to make sure things go well. It's going to be because this is going to be a very tricky time. No, he's under a microscope at the moment. Bibi. What is in Benjamin Netanyahu's future? What is in his future? Seven of Swords. Not being able to escape the consequences of his actions. He took risks, and there are consequences to risks. And the Ten of Swords. He's in for a long, dark night of the soul. But at the end of it, things will be brighter for all those around him. That means the Israeli people. Temperance. I think I read the other week that he's going to end up at The Hague. And this makes sense. Temperance. Careful weighing of ingredients, evidence. And the Five of Cups. Transition, moving on. So then they'll be moving on from him. Okay, guys, look, I'm going to wrap it up now. Thanks for joining me. I'm sorry I didn't get around to do any single card reads this week, but it was fun having a look at the couple of haunted places. Thank you for joining me. Again, Dishes and Stitches, thank you so much. Absolutely love the scarf. And if you want to know where you can get one like it, she got it from the Flutterby Silk Studio and by Terry Tyree, and she has a shop on Etsy. Okay. And it's called Flutterby Silk Studio. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Dishes and Stitches. And I will stay happy, stay healthy, stay strong, stay loving, and above all, my darling, stay laughing. Laugh every day, and if you can, laugh with a stranger. Love you all. Talk to you later.